5 common hypermobile myths. 1. If you're hypermobile, you must be really flexible. Definitely not true. There are a lot of reasons for this. Like the commenter said, muscles will often overcompensate for weak ligaments. And then there's also things like hypertonicity, dystonia, and just generally struggling to relax, which is why I say that hypermobile people often have relaxation-resistant bodies. 2. If you're hypermobile, you have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. That's not necessarily the case, and there are more than 10 types of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. One of those is hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and then there's also hypermobile spectrum disorder, which can present similarly to HEDS, except those people don't qualify for diagnosis of HEDS. And you can also just have hypermobile joints that don't cause you any other issues, don't impact your daily life at all, and it's just kind of a trait you have, like the color of your eyes. 3, you develop muscle the same way as non-hypermobile people. Definitely not true. At a very base level, we develop a number of our muscles after we're born, especially on the posterior. Think babies needing tummy time. If you have impaired proprioception and body awareness, you can see how these things are going to drastically impact your ability to build and develop muscle appropriately. And these are often those smaller stabilizer muscles that we may not notice so much earlier in life, but can create a lot of issues later. 4, I'm clenching my glutes when I stand here, so they're definitely not sleepy. That's not necessarily true. There's a big difference between activated muscles, engaged muscles, and overactive muscles. Often if we're clenching something, that's overactivation. And one of the primary things that myself and other hypermobile people I work with have to really work on is that feeling of activation versus engagement. Because usually when a muscle's activated, it actually doesn't really feel like much. But because we're sort of searching for that proprioceptive input, that's the feeling of it, we often overcompensate. And we just create more tension that we're trying to get rid of, and it's like a whole cycle. And 5, just get the right workout program and it's gonna help you with everything. Maybe, but my experience is it's not so much what to do, but how to do it that we struggle with. Even things like breathing. We can do all of the amazing workouts and corrective work in the world, but if we're not actually doing it properly, if we don't know how to do it, it's not going to be super effective and we might hurt ourselves. Please don't feel silly when you have to get help with things like how to properly breathe. These things don't come naturally to us. And I'll see you back here for more breathing videos this month.